the ticket that I would love to see, Trump and Christie.
Interesting.
No.
I'm going to tell you, there's one thing I do.
Trump would probably try to grab her by the pussy. If you think Joe Biden actually won the election, dude, come on. There is guaranteed voter fraud happening
Right, but that's
on both sides, by
not,
the way.
That's not the Constitution's fault. If he did,
No, but the Constitution was, ultimately vulnerable because they left little slight ways to modify it.
You're saying through the Constitution he stole the election?
No.
Okay.
If they went by the Constitution, they wouldn't have got the election.
Okay.
Dude, Trump was ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and then overnight, Joe, all of mail-in ballots were 100% for Joe. Bullshit.
I see what you're saying. Okay, got it.
And not only that, dude, they've got proof. Well, judges kicked it out of court because the judges are bought and paid for, dude. There are powers that be. At the end of the story, what can we do about it? Nothing. That's why I don't fucking worry about it. Like, Joe, good job, Joe. Go rock, Joe. But Joe's a dumbass. Would you rather have Trump? No, I'd rather have a business person that actually gives a fuck about the United States and the people in it, like what appears to be Christie Noem. The fact that she's also smoking.
That helps.
Dude, it's just a benefit. Why? But she's representing us.
She can distract Putin.
Not only that, she's representing us, bro.
Yeah.
She's representing us. So if the ticket that I would love to see, Trump and Christie.
Interesting.
No.
I'm going to tell you, there's one thing I do.
Trump would probably try to grab her by the pussy.
And there is the clip. One thing, I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but DeSantis was an attorney for the State Department in Guantanamo Bay. And
he'd be my second choice.
yeah, I don't think waterboarding is torture. I think waterboarding is enhanced interrogation. If someone had, I don't have a daughter, but if someone had kidnapped my daughter, the idea of using waterboarding in order to get information
I'll cut his
out of
fucking dick off.
Of course.
I don't give a fuck if it's torture or not.
Yeah, but my point is the idea, like when you say that waterboarding or sleep deprivation or playing loud noises is torture, to me, you're disrespecting.
Who said that though?
We've outlawed those. We can't do those advanced interrogation techniques.
I know, but who's saying that we can't? Is it is it NATO or is it DeSantis?
It's not DeSantis. DeSantis is let me get to my point here. DeSantis was the attorney at Gitmo when this thing was going on, and I prefer having someone who actually knows how the sausage is made when it comes to foreign affairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why I like.
Well, he's got
DeSantis.
more experience.
Yes, but he also isn't like an ideologue. He sees how the sausage is made.
He's also not a business person.
Okay, and that's an issue. But I also do like the fact that he was willing. Like, I love the idea that there were mask mandates. He was going to find school systems that actually.
See, that's what I love.
Yes.
That's why he's second. And again, if he ended up president, I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not mad at all. In fact, again, I almost think maybe DeSantis is a better choice. Why? So all of the fucking whack jobs go away. Maybe if he wins, there's not going to be all this whack jobby shit that Trump fucking stirs up. Like, Trump is hated so bad by the left that if he were president again, it's not going to be nice. It's going to be the same old bullshit.
Yeah.
But if DeSantis won, maybe they'd be like, fuck, at least it's not Trump. And everybody's happy. So, like, in that case, I might lean towards DeSantis. But, dude, I think I need a business person in there. And if I have other options, I'd have to hear them. Right now, Joe Biden is not an option.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican, dude. I want to hear where they stand. If someone told me, dude, you know Christie Noem and Ron DeSantis are Democrats? I don't give a fuck what they are. I'm listening to their thoughts, their opinions, their beliefs, how they run and shit. When COVID was happening, DeSantis said fucking monoclonal antibodies are legal. They were opening up all over the place until the government said you can't use that shit. We'll fucking shut you down. We'll not fund you. You can't use that shit. That's how you know the government's corrupt. But Ron was saying, fuck you, dude. This is helping people. So I like that. Christie's doing the same thing. Trump, however, told everybody that they should get a vaccine. So it's like, Trump ain't that smart.
Well, it's interesting. A lot of people forgot that.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yes, a lot of people have forgotten that.
Which just shows that he's fallible, just like everybody else is. Like, dude, listen, it doesn't matter who's president at the end of the day. Look, Joe Biden is president, supposedly. Everyone said if he's president, we're fucked, right? Look at the gas, we're fucked. We're not fucked, dude. I haven't stopped buying gas. Have you?
You were making my point for me. Yeah,
Exactly.
That was,
So
I
guess
heard
what? Biden didn't fuck us, and Biden didn't help us. So at the end of the day, who gives a fuck?
I heard that there was going to be some insane crash that was going to happen as soon as Joe Biden got elected. And I looked and I'm like, no, I'm still running a business that's doing really well. And
Doing well.
yeah. And so I'm like, to me, if we're going through all these things, obviously in part to get people's attention, and we're doing a YouTube video.
You might be. I'm not.
Okay. Yes.
I'm just answering questions.
He just answered questions. But in addition to that, while we may be doing that, I forgot what my point was. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, there's a lot of, I would wish better than any of these candidates. I think there are better people to be any of these candidates. The problem is the sifting process for you to get to this point, you have to give up so much of yourself to so many people that once you get to the top, like Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton are great examples. They did favors, and people did favors for them for so long that once they got to the top, there was nothing left. There was no integrity left. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Like listening to Hillary Clinton talk about global warming while sitting on the board at Walmart, like that kind of stuff,
and taking private jets.
Exactly. That's my point. There's nothing left once they. But it selects. It's almost like saying a person who could be a Colombian crime lord, Colombian cartel boss, but he's not a sociopath. No, that job selects for sociopaths. And so the problem is when we talk about people when they get to this level of government, all the people they have to go around and beat, there has to be some element of narcissism to get to that point. And so you're going to have flawed individuals that get there. Whereas the guy you want to be president, he doesn't want to be president. He just wants to go home to his family. And when people break into his house, he's the first guy down there with a shotgun. So he's the guy you want to be president, but he doesn't want to be president. And so that ends up being the problem. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.